yesterday we played Ottawa. I see.
Ah, okay. Ottawa University, yeah. So we're still on the hunt, but we're very...
Wait, where's CSU? Oh, CSU. Okay, I see.
Good evening and welcome to the Boise State Esports Arena. Tonight you're joining us for the Broncos in another CRL match against CSU Long Beach. Broncos looking to maintain their positioning in the overall league, have a chance to qualify for the playoffs later this spring. We'll see if they can indeed do that. I'm your host, Jacob Palmer, joined by Noah here. Noah Antwire? No, that's not right.
Guadara.
Guadara. Why did I even think that?
It's fine.
Guidar. Sometimes, it just slips. But one thing I'm hoping that at least you have a better memory than I do in just terms of what's really important tonight, which is how the Broncos are positioning themselves in the overall league. What's the standing of the overall Broncos so far?
So the Broncos, Boise State is 5-4 right now. They had a convincing win against Ottawa yesterday. Looked really good. And they are going against CSU Long Beach, who is 3-4 right now. So, theoretically, the Broncos are slated to win here.
You would think so, but there's been a lot of matches this season that the Broncos have kind of been expected to win, but the other team has kind of gotten an unexpected kind of win against. So we'll see if the Broncos can indeed, and this is also a very important match for CSU Long Beach because they're kind of right on the line of still staying theoretically within the window. It's kind of top 8 teams, and CSU Long Beach is currently, at like 10, 11-ish. So a win here, this is very important for both teams to make sure to try to stay in that top 8.
Yeah, I would tie up their win-loss to 50-50, but if Boise State can get into 6-4, they would be a lot more comfortable, and obviously momentum is a thing. It would really help you to feel better about yourself if you are 6-4 and you really have that solid winning record.
Alrighty, Boise State is ready to head up against CSU Long Beach, but before we get into the match, we also want to take a moment to highlight Doc's keys to the game for our players here tonight, as this is a very important match for them, and they do not want to do anything less than create mistakes, punish double commits, don't overstay, and bump opponents to disrupt. It's all brought to you by Drop-In Gaming, the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. That's Drop-In Gaming, as we're about to get right into the action. Boise State versus CSU Long Beach.
We see Gill trying to have control of the ball, but CSU Long Beach knocks it away. Instinct coming through. Gonna have to recuperate, get to that ball. And we have Vastic, I think is how you pronounce it, trying to make a shot, but Gill is here on the defense as well as Dirtho. Bounces off the backboard and it gets sent back into the midfield over to CSU Long Beach's side.
That Cliff's now ready to take. Trying to take it across midfield, but ran into a bit of interference there in the midfield mark. Instinct is going to pass it to Dirtho. The shot goes right off of the post. And that is not going to be an early goal for Boise State. They're going to try again, though. Gill trying to sneak it under, but runs right into Helmsy. That's going to keep it tied 0 apiece. Instinct still trying to take the ball. It is going to be brought back past the midfield mark by Helmsy. Gill now around the corner looking for a clear.
Now CSU Long Beach will have to be in the defensive position. Dirtho sends it back over, but Vastic is there to block it. But Boise State makes a shot, but Helmsy just barely gets the save, gets the clear. now Instinct and Gil are looking for it, but Helmsy maybe had to set up, but no, it gets disrupted. Now Gil maybe in a position. It will be Instinct. Blocks it, but now Gil again is going to have to save it. It's in this corner. Dirtho maybe posturing for a play on the attack. Tactical whiffs. May manages to get the ball in a position that doesn't allow for a goal. Now we have Dirtho misses it, and now Boise State's gonna have to haul over and defend their own goal.
Instinct there with the save. He's trying to push it out of his own corner, but Helmsy keeping the play going. A whiff there by CSU Long Beach. Leaves Boise State with an opportunity to still make their way up the field. Neither team yet to score. Vastek dribbling the ball in midfield. Gil is just going to bump it away from him, but it's still in a position where CSU Long Beach could make a shot on goal like right here, and Gil pushes it off to the corner. Instinct with the next play. Off to center. Bounces right into tactical whiffs. He's going to play it off the wall with the pass to Helmsy. Goes back toward midfield. The Broncos still in the hunt for their first goal, along with CSU Long Beach.
And as we're approaching 2 minutes, both of these sides are going to be itching to get a goal. Tactical whiffs and Helmsy trying to find a position, but Instinct is here to knock it up in the air, set it up for a shot for Gil, but it's blocked by Vastek. CSU Long Beach defending still. Dirtho wrestling with the other team. And now Gil sends it back across, maybe sets it up for Instinct or Dirtho. Dirtho just going to knock it over to the side, but still in the midfield for either side to pick up. Helmsy and Vastek are on the blue side trying to get a goal. It will not happen quite yet, but now this is in the possession of tactical whiffs. Makes a shot. Gil isn't able to deflect it away. Dirtho is in the corner. Vastek sends it back across into the blue side. Boise State still defending this goal.
Boise State struggling to get their coordination together. Dirtho takes a shot past mid. He's going to take the second touch on it, set it up off the backboard. Follow up from Gil, pushes it in, and Boise State finally is in the lead.
Yeah, and this is a much-needed goal, especially when you're approaching the 1 minute mark. Gil just manages to get past the defender's tactical whiffs, wasn't there in time.
1 minute, 16 seconds left on the timer. Next kickoff. Going to go over to tactical whiffs, but Dirtho is ready to answer it. 2 touches, goes down to Vastek. Boise State trying to keep it off to the side. Away from any opportunity for CSU Long Beach to pelt a shot on the goal. Now we're down into the final minute. Demo onto tactical whiffs. Gil. That demo almost didn't make a difference because a great shot by Vastek onto the goal, putting pressure onto Boise State. The Broncos look to have recovered, however. Tactical whiffs is not able to get a second touch on it. Gil comes in there and knocks it away from him. We'll go back down to midfield. Gets a second touch on it. Tactical whiffs, pass to Vastek, back to center field, and Dirtho breaks that up. Right now, both teams kind of flying around the ball in center field. No team really getting the better of it.
Yeah?
Oh, no. Oh.
I want to see a replay of what exactly happened there because it looked like it was almost cleared. So we have Gil and tactical whiffs. Just barely had the angle, gets it right in the corner. And now it's tied up with 18 seconds. Boise State is going to want to win this 50-50. And it goes over into the BSU side, but Dirtho gets a demo, so maybe this opens up some momentum. But there's only 10 seconds left. This is likely to go into overtime unless Dirtho can make the hero play. It will not happen. Gil sends it across, but it's cleared. And unless this is a goal here, this is going into overtime.
Shot back toward midfield. It's grounded. We are indeed into overtime for the first game. Dirtho wins that 50. Tactical whiffs answers it back. Instinct off to the corner, picks up his own corner boost. Takes a double touch in midair. Dirtho following the passing lane, and Helmsy knocks it away from him. Gil taking the shot once again. Dirtho is there to follow up, but Vastek beats him to it. The Broncos looking to set up a few plays after the kickoff, but Long Beach has been pretty good in taking the ball away from him.
Yeah, and now we have Gil and Dirtho kind of playing in the midfield. Maybe a shot here, he just goes into the corner, so maybe Instinct can make some miracle play. Gil is there, also trying to back up Instinct, but again, this ball is just sent into the orange corner. CSU Long Beach should be able to clear this, theoretically. Lots of cars in the air. Instinct, nice bounce, flip, reset, and Durtho tries to make the shot. It doesn't happen. Vastek maybe sends this across. It will go onto the side of Boise State, and they're going to have to make the defense happen. Durtho isn't able to knock it away. Tactical whiffs, knocks it up into the air. This goes over to CSU Long Beach side, and maybe this is an open goal, and it will be an open goal. Instinct gets it.
Boise State just managing to, by their fingernails, get the win. Thanks to a completely open goal, Tactical Whips a bit late on that rotation of back post. That is going to do it for the first game, and the Broncos looking to start things off trepidatiously all right.
Trepidatiously.
Well, you know, it went into overtime. The Idaho Army National Guard is a proud supporter of Boise State esports. Top plays presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invite you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time. More than 10 jobs offering a $20,000 bonus and your degree of choice paid for. The Idaho Army is the best. Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Reach out to them on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. So that was indeed a win for the Broncos. You can in fact see here the West Conference League play, the official standings. As you said earlier, Boise State currently 5th. You want to be above that 8th place mark in order to qualify for playoffs. The only team that's clinched it has been Columbia College. So at this point, either of these teams still have a lot to fight for.
Definitely. And I think this is a good start for Boise State because I feel like from what I've seen, they've always kind of struggled in overtime. They've had a few unlucky overtimes where it's gone really long and they don't get it. So actually getting an overtime where they get the goal and get that early lead, I think will be really good for them.
Especially also something just seemed a little off in that first game. You know, I've seen a few double commits, you know, not quite the coordination that I'm used to seeing from the Broncos. So maybe it's something that they can iron out as they move on, and definitely having a win in your pocket can help with the mentals in that regard.
So we have some people leaving.
Yep. Sometimes the hotel Wi-Fi just...
We got baited.
Yeah, sometimes it just comes for us all. But anyway, like I was saying, you know, there were moments, I think it was especially Durtho and Gil kind of got tied up in their own goal a little bit when they were trying to go for a clear, and there were a few times where they double committed trying to clear it.
Yeah, definitely. If you have that double commit coming through, then it can really just hinder not only your offensive ability, but your defensive ability.
Well, it might be time for a refresher, or just in general, to play the game, because even though Broncos got the win, it never hurt to refresh yourself on those fundamentals. Double commit, bump and demo to disrupt. All the stuff that we've talked about in Doc's Keys to the Game will definitely apply.
Just see both sides playing around this ball, 15 seconds in. We'll get over to Boise State's goal. Instinct is able to clear it, sends it over to Durtho. Nice pass, and maybe this is an opportunity, but the angle is just not there. But now Durtho and Gil are going to try and have this ball sent over to Long Beach's side, but almost an open goal, but Instinct, beautiful save there, sends it across, but there's a demo for CSU Long Beach, which will put some pressure on Boise State to kind of reset the tempo with almost a minute into this game.
Instinct puts a shot on the goal, but it's easily deflected by Helmsy. Demos being traded back and forth between the teams, but it's still a bit of contesting in mid. Instinct, is able to play under Helmsy, almost takes the goal for himself. Vastek is right there as the goalie. Durtho plays it off the wall. Helmsy beats him to it. Ball's going to head back to midfield. Instinct with one touch on it. Vastek is going to pass it over to the corner while Helmsy is waiting. Goes able to take it away from him. Double touch. Tries to waterfall down with the help from Instinct. First goal for the Broncos.
Oh, man, this is just so beautiful. Durtho sends it across, bounces it, angles it down. Instinct shoves it in. That's all you need to do. Once you get that set up, you just have those beautiful plays like that.
Be so hard to defend from a very steep angles of attack such as that. Helmsy going to try to, Instinct was able to take it away before an early shot on goal could be placed onto the Broncos. Saved by Gil. So now Not going to take it. Be stopped in midfield. Durtho and Instinct moving over to the other side of the field. Ready to make the next play happen. Instinct shot on goal with Durtho. Boise State now up 2.
We look at this setup. Knocked into the air again in that corner, and it's basically a repeat, except now it's Durtho sending the ball in instead of Instinct. So again, Boise State, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just get those goals.
Seems that a bit of that initial awkwardness has indeed been ironed out, and the Broncos now in a 2-goal lead, looking for a third. Instinct with a great air dribble back toward the goal, and Tactical Whiffs pushes it off to the side, but the Broncos making some major plays.
Now Gill, this ball will get sent over into the corner. Vastic isn't able to find contact. Instinct winning out the 50-50 there. Will get sent over to CSU Long Beach's side, and Gill maybe makes the shot, but Vastic saves it for now, but it's not good enough. Gill still gets the credit. It just was not in a good enough position for them.
This just shows how difficult it can be to try to counter the momentum. Vastic had already gotten the touch on the ball, so couldn't reset himself, come back to get it. So quick follow-up by the Broncos secured their 3-goal lead. It's 1 goal between each of the Broncos, by the way, so evenly spread out.
Sharing the love. And as we approach the halfway point, Boise State is feeling pretty comfortable. CSU Long Beach might try to make some more plays happen. Tactical Whiffs is just trying to catch up to Durtho, who is just flying across the stadium. And Tactical Whiffs will also get a demo on Gill. Maybe this is a shot. Durtho doesn't send it away. Gill not able to find the goal there, or the defense.
This is right off of the respawn from Durtho. He tries a backflip, but he doesn't have any sort of boost to defend with it. So the remaining few seconds that CSU Long Beach had to take advantage of that demo, it came through.
And now you're feeling a bit better about yourself if you're CSU Long Beach. Still got to get some goals, and we'll see if that can happen. Helmsy, ball in stasis, and now it looks like CSU Long Beach. Oh, Gill gets a demo. CSU Long Beach has to defend their goal. Helmsy sends it away, and now Durtho has to rush across. Ball's in the corner once again, and Helmsy is just disrupting any goal scoring from Boise State. But now CSU Long Beach has to defend their own goal. Vastek and Helmsy are approaching, trying to set something up. Maybe it happens, but Gill puts a stop to that real quick.
Durtho tries to bake out one. The ball is going to be thrown over to the other side. Instinct now gets the flip reset off the ball. Gill's going to be the one to take it in that 50. He wins it against one. It goes off to the side on the second 50. Another shot off the crossbar. No follow-up by the Broncos at this point. Gill is instead going to play defensively and take the ball away from CSU Long Beach. Side control back to the Broncos, and it turns into another goal by Durtho.
Let's see how this happened, because it looked like it was just a perfect opportunity. Helmsy, just a moment too late, and that opens up the goal for Boise State, 4-1. With about a minute left.
So the Broncos versus the Sharks, kind of a battle of land and sea, if you will, here tonight. Durtho now ready to make the next play. Instinct is going to follow up. The ball is still caught on the near post. Ball flying back toward Boise State's territory, and it's answered back with a quick shot by Durtho, who's going to get demoed for his troubles.
Now Long Beach playing in their own corner. 3 goals to make up for 40 seconds. They have a tall task ahead of them, but they are trying. And now Boise State, the Broncos, have possession of this ball. Gill sends it into the midfield. Durtho sending it over to Long Beach's side. The Sharks are circling the water, but they don't see any blood. Now they're going to have to really try to find goals in a very rapid pace, and it maybe will not happen in this one. Instinct maybe has a goal here, and he will. He beats out that 50.
This is just a beautiful stay-on-target moment. Instinct, it's Tactical Whiffs who tries to save. Also, Durtho, I like the position he placed himself in there, too, because he kind of boxed the ball in, helped it on the rebound.
Now, if you're Long Beach, You can only hope that you can get a goal or something because this game is done. And, oh, is this going to be another goal? They're setting it up in the air. The Broncos just want to show off a little bit. No!
Oh.
Okay, almost.
I mean, not too much to complain about. 5-on-1, and look at the shots on goal. Yeah, I also have to hand it out to Instinct, too, just in terms of the lion's share of the shots on goal. You know, he basically got more than half of them were all credited to him alone. So he really came alive, and that's kind of exciting because we don't often see Instinct kind of as a frontline player. You know, he's usually someone who's rotating back and forth, kind of enabling some great plays. And that's certainly a part. You know, you want to play with that teamwork. You also want to create mistakes, punish double commit, don't overstay, and bump opponents to disrupt. It's a quick recap on Doc's Keys to the Game, brought to us by Drop In Gaming, the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. So now the Broncos move on to match point.
Match point already, 2-0. You're really feeling good about yourself, especially when it's a 5-1 score line. And that, you know, first game maybe it was a fluke. It's usually like both sides are warming up, but that second game really kind of showed that this is the Boise State that we all like to watch.
We're going to waste no more time getting into the...
There we go.
There we go. See, Rocket League is all game about faking people out, you know. Players, production... Got to stay on your toes with this game.
Doc's Keys to the Game, create mistakes.
I suppose so. But right now, Vastek is trying to take the ball back over into the Sharks' possession. Gurtho. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. We were just talking about the faking out. He almost dribbles the ball all the way over to the Sharks' goal by himself.
Now we have Gurtho maybe setting up a play here. Bounces it twice. Vastek and Helmsy just trying to have the defense come through. Tactical whiffs will clear it over to the Broncos' side. But Instinct is in the air, and this is looking dangerous. Tactical whiffs will make the save happen, but Gil is making another shot just a little too high. And now Instinct is on the attack as well. Boise State's going to have to defend their goal for a second as we have a little bit of a breather.
Gil on the defense. Oh, it's still in the realm for the Sharks. They're going to take another shot on goal. Goes wide off to the corner. Gurtho puts a nice clear, and the Sharks rotated up too far. Boise State scores their first.
Yeah, and punish the double commit, but punish the triple commit. Nobody from Long Beach was there, and that's just a goal for the Broncos pretty easily.
3 minutes, 49 seconds left. Broncos off to the early lead in this match point game. Instinct takes a double touch on it. Is going to leave it toward Gurtho. Gil is going to be there at the follow-up. He's going to slow play this just for now. He doesn't want to overcommit like we just saw the Sharks do.
Now, Broncos are defending. Oh my goodness, Vastek goes flying. Helmsy will send this back across, set up for tactical whiffs. Maybe this is a play that's a little too high, but Gurtho and Gil are there as well. Vastek sending it back across, but it's cleared by Instinct. The tactical whiffs is just trying to play some disruption into this corner. Vastek will be there to keep this ball over on Boise State's side, maybe make a shot, but Instinct with the beautiful save. The tactical whiffs wants it, and they will find it.
I was a bit nervous for the Broncos because right before this goal, you know, all of them were low on boost. None of them could really rotate back fast enough to be able to get kind of a last-minute clutch save. Seems this game so far, both teams have kind of had a little bit of trouble filling their boost tanks up to full and then maintaining it.
Yeah, I got to watch that boost. 2 minutes have passed. It's 1-1, tied up. Well, as I say that, Gurtho heard me talk and said, not anymore.
Nice play off of the kickoff. Instinct takes it, tactical whiffs, and this kind of just an inverse of what I said. You know, when you're low on boosts in situations like this kickoff here, best you can do is maybe hop up, move a few feet over to the left or right. You can't defend it like you normally can.
Yeah, ball gets sent laterally off the start. Tactical whiffs, blocked by Gil, or sent in across, I should say. And now Long Beach, the Sharks are going to have to make a defense play happen. Gil and Instinct are looking for anything that the Sharks will give them. Durtho is on the ceiling, isn't able to find the angle. It will get blocked. Now Instinct and Gil are just circling, trying to make an overcommit happen, punish a mistake. Instinct and Durtho are going to go over to the orange side, and maybe this is a goal. It just barely gets blocked, and Instinct doesn't find the angle.
Still, even though that goal doesn't go in, it's an overall lead maintained by the Broncos on shots on goal, 6-4 right now. Vastic has plenty of time to clear this ball out, but it's cleared straight away, and that's really easily answered back by the Broncos. Durtho's not able to beat the Sharks to the ball now, but the Sharks are low on boost, and this gives the Broncos time to chase this ball all the way over to the other side of the field. Now Gil goes flying past it. Durtho is hanging back there for defense, but he misses on that 50. Lucky Gil is able to rotate back and keep the possession for the Broncos.
Now both sides using their boost pretty effectively. Again, it's just neutral game happening. Minute 30 left. Boise State barely with the lead. Durtho doing a very nice job of dribbling it, but it will get sent away. Gil isn't able to find the shot and will get sent over to the Broncos' side. Helmsy will have to watch as tactical whiffs gets demoed by Gil. Now Instinct and Durtho sending it over, saying it's your time to try and make a play happen. Tactical whiffs, Helmsy and Durtho are all in this corner. Get sent over to the other corner. Tactical whiffs and Instinct. Gil battling it out. And now with a minute left, both sides are going to try and hold or find a goal.
Time is running out for the Sharks to make a play, however, especially with the quick shot on goal placed onto CSU Long Beach by Gil, but look out on this counterattack. They're going for it. It bounced off the crossbar. Tactical whiff attempts to follow up. Can Instinct. He's tying up Helmsy in the corner, so a shot on goal cannot be made, and the Broncos are able to walk away from that one, still narrowly clenching onto the lead. Tactical whiffs, quick shot on goal. Instinct turns around. Follow-up shot, Vastic shot on goal. Durtho is right there with the most clutch save I have ever seen. That was so important because it keeps the Broncos in the lead, and if they can do that for just 5 more seconds, they will have clinched this. The ball just has to hit the ground. Still anybody's game. Sharks are going to try to keep it in mid-air. The 50 doesn't go in either team's favor. Gil tries to get it, and that shot, he wins that 50, grounds it, and the Broncos now move up to 6-4. in the CSU Western Spring 2023 season. Oh, wow. That was
a knuckle clencher, that last one.
You know, we were kind of lured into complacency in that second game because the first and third games were really close. In the second game, I thought I could take maybe a breather, but no, it was going to be white knuckle at the very end.
I think at that point, like, I don't want to like be superstitious, but I feel like Tactical Whiffs' name kind of came back to haunt them.
Yeah, you know, you're kind of tempting fate when that's your gamer tag at this moment. You know, maybe turn it into tactical goals, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, Boise State wins that. Once again, that is huge for them because that means they move up to 6-4 and secure their position more in that top 8. And so, doesn't say they've clinched, you know, going to the playoffs yet, but this win definitely helps them in that regard. Well, now we nominate our picks for the player of the game. Who are you looking at, Noah?
I'm thinking Instinct. I think Instinct, as you pointed out, is that Instinct had a lot of shots, and I think had some successful goals, and I think he really did both the offense and the defense really well. And so that's why I'm going with Instinct.
Well, but if you're looking for a player in offense and defense, I would have to probably vote for Durtho today because of that save that happened in the last 30 seconds of that last game, you know.
Recency bias.
I mean, you know,
Recency bias.
I know that. Well, overall, that isn't the only Rocket League action that we have lined up for you. If you want to see more tomorrow and support a good cause, then you're going to want to join us this Saturday, so tomorrow, for our Extra Life Rocket League tournament. Each of the teams that are competing in this tournament are going to be competing for their own charity, so you can donate to one of the teams that they're supporting, or, of course, Extra Life, who also does great work with the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. It is going to be a great, fun day. You are not going to want to miss it, so be sure to tune in tomorrow. Alrighty, so now we get to see what our predictions going forward, if they have been fortuitous, And if I'm to judge from the shot on goal, well, it might be Durtho. I mean, they
think
both
it's
played
Durtho.
into that, although both players that we nominated were a part of that goal.
Definitely.
They were a tag team.
Yep, no, it's Durtho.
There we
Durtho.
go. Yeah.
They wanted to keep us in suspense. Left us with Mel for our Super Smash Bros.
Much like the game itself, we were in suspense till the last moment. So
True.
I suppose it's fitting for the theme of the night. Well, the ICCU Player of the Game is brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union, who believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like how Idaho Central helps its members achieve financial success. Durtho is your ICCU Player of the Game. This was also a great goal. Looked like the Broncos might be slipping, but they quickly turned it around off the kickoff to bring themselves back up to 2-1. Very exciting game and night overall. Noah, do you have any final takeaways before we close things out?
It was much faster than I was thinking. I was kind of wondering if we were going to have a series, but no, it was just 3-0, not really that long of an overtime. So I think the Broncos can be really happy about that. Obviously moving up to 6-4, feeling pretty comfortable.
Yeah, the Broncos are looking good, but it isn't the end of their CRL journey, so you're going to want to stay tuned to Boise State Esports so we can provide you all the updates and let you know if the Broncos will indeed make it to the playoffs. But for now, no, the Broncos can hold their heads up high with that victory against CSU Long Beach. We'll leave you with the top 5 plays of the game brought to you by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time. More than 10 jobs offering a $20,000 bonus and your degree of choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team to join out there. Reach out to them on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. But thank you for joining us and enjoy your top 5 plays. Durtho takes a shot past mid. He's going to take the second touch on it, set it up off the backboard. Follow up from Gill, pushes it in, and Boise State finally is in the lead.
Yeah, and this is a much-needed goal, especially when you're approaching the 1 minute mark. Gill just manages to get past the defenders. Tactical whiffs wasn't there in time. Over to CSU Long Beach side, and maybe this is an open goal, and it will be an open goal. Instinct gets it.
Boise State just managing to, by their fingernails, get the win. Thanks to a completely open goal, tactical whips a bit late on that rotation of back post. That is going to do it for the over to the corner while Helmsy is waiting. Goes able to take it away from him. Double touch, tries to waterfall down with the help from Instinct. First goal for the Broncos.
Oh man, this is just so beautiful. Durtho sends it across, bounces it, angles it down. Instinct shoves it in. That's all you need to do. 50-50 there. Will get sent over to CSU Long Beach's side, and Gill maybe makes the shot, but Vastic saves it for now, but it's not good enough. Gill still gets the credit. It just was not in a good enough position for them.
This just shows how difficult it can be to try to counter the momentum. Vastic had already gotten the touch on the
rapid pace, and it maybe will not happen in this one. Instinct maybe has a goal here, and he will. He beats out that 50.
This is just a beautiful stay-on-target moment. Instinct, it's tactical whips who tries to save. Also, Durtho, I like the position he placed himself in there, too.